Hi, my name is Nicholas, and today in my channel, as I said in the previous video, I was talking about how did acne and pimples influenced my confidence and my growth. And today I'm gonna explain the steps that helped me to kind of go against this problem. We start with a point that my skin is not perfect yet, and I've been trying with different methods to trying to be better, and but I've seen a lot of improvement during my age stage, especially in those last 4 months. Many guys has told me, yes, take pills, go to the doctor, go to the dermatologist, trying those kind of method that could be really expensive, but at the same time could be good for my skin, but could be also bad for my physique form, for example, because I remembered one time when I went to the dermatologist not so long ago, because one of my biggest problem was really the pimple, but was actually the acne that could appear on the neck, and that one looked really bad, and especially on the back of my neck. So this dermatologist back in the time told me about this procedure that could really take all of my skin problems off, but at the same time I will lose muscle. And that was like losing everything, because why the fuck I go to the gym if I'm gonna lose everything? So I refused the offer, and what helped me mostly was, first, the importance of the food, the importance of the sugar, because I'm trying to avoid sugar as much as possible, especially when I was 12, 13. I used to be really, how to say, I used to really like sweets. I used to really like all the kind of desserts, cake, especially Nutella. Nutella was one of my dependence. I used to eat the breakfast in the evening, and was always during my childhood really like sugars and desserts. And no one in my family, except of course mothers, really try to stop me or help me. So could be the point that once I try to avoid the sugars as much as possible, because I'm not now I eat some sweets when I have the possibility, but I try to put it once per week. I think that could be good, and I've been seeing with my skin that that's really important. Trying to be really careful. One of the things that really hitting me was especially the chocolate and the milk. The milk was I've noticed that when I was eating kind of food that were containing those kind of milk and that kind of chocolate, then I understood that maybe those things that are bad for me is better to avoid it. And that was one of my of course it was hard, it took years, but I finally reached a point where for me now, when I see desserts, when I see those kind of chocolate, it is disgusting me, because I know that this is bad for me. I know that is it really worth it to eat something that doesn't profit me anything good, just something worse. So I work on and one of the best advice I could give is just to try. Fruits weren't really my thing, but I've been trying just different kind of fruits, and now I'm eating it every day. Every day I tried something new, especially, of course it depends of the period. In summer is way better than the winter, but I didn't know I like clementine so much. And yeah, so being careful with the food that you're eating, and trying also to, the second step that helped me to provide my skin was maybe that's something that is constantly repeating, but was actually sleeping well and taking care of my well-being. That means trying to, because the reaction of my skin is a response to the stress and the anxiety that I'm accumulating during my day. That could be a good day, that could be a bad day, but if I'm not sleeping well enough at a certain time, I've been noticed that my skin was reacting in that way, and most of the time I will see my face all red because I wasn't really careful. So one of the advice I could give in that case is to trying to be more careful about yourself, because it's a bad day could happen to everyone, who more who less, and most of the time you find certain situation that you know how to react, but other one you can kind of control, but it also other situations that you can't control. On those kind of situations that you can't control, the only thing you can kind of taking care is to control over your emotions, over yourself. So instead of like be really anxious, for me, for example, when I'm anxious because I have something important to do, or when I have to speak in front of a lot of people, I start to shake a lot. Instead of taking a deep breath like that, and those help to control a little bit those situations. And I've been noticing after in the last 6 months, after I started really to use that I kind of control the situations better, even when I can't. That was the second advice that I see for my skin. And the third advice, one of the hardest I can say, because for me it's not really simple, is to get as much sun as possible. Right now I'm living in Norway, and that's kind of a country where most of the time is dark, and the sun doesn't really hit as well as it does in my country. But again, if you have the possibility, try to get as much vitamin D as you can. Try to just, when you wake up, for example, if you have the possibility, of course, just sit, close your eyes, and be in front of the sun. That help first of all your system to wake up better, but it helps as well once the system, the circulation works well. That could help as well with the skin. So if you have the possibility, I really advise it. I would like to do it too as much as possible. That's why from 2 months, I start to take vitamin D. Of course, it's not the same, but I noticed that as well my skin kind of responds better. So that was the 3 points that I get. First one is diet, being careful with what you're eating, trying to avoid sugars as much as possible. The second one was about be careful of your health, be careful of your sleep especially, be careful of the different situations that could happen, that you could face. And the third step was about getting sun as much as possible. And of course it could be hard based on where you're from, but it always, if you really want to be better, you always find a solution. That's the most important thing. Hopefully I'm gonna help with my advices guys that are facing the same problem, and that's it for today.